The Smiths' next single would be a song that had not featured on Meet His Murder. Released in March, and in contrast to the success of their album, Shakespeare's Sister would be a relative commercial failure for the band.
Young bones grow and the rocks below say, throw your skinny body down, son. But I'm going to meet the one I love. So please don't stand in my way, because I'm going to meet the one I love. No, mama, let me go.
I don't know why Shakespeare's Sister wasn't a success. I mean, it's another suicide anthem. Morrissey is deep into this sort of doomy songwriting at this stage, but the single bombed. But then, actually, from this point on, the Smiths go into a period of singles that don't even make the top 20, which is quite extraordinary.
For me, I thought we never quite cracked it, to be honest with you. I felt that the single wasn't as good as it could have been. I wasn't happy with the final mix on it, but it was one of those things where it was gone, it was out there, you know, it was in the marketplace, and there wasn't much you could do about it.
I think there's a slight shift in the sound there. They're changing the sound slightly. I think people weren't ready for them to change the sound at that point. And Shakespeare's Sister to me is like it's kind of a hint at what's about to come next. It's like the next kind of sound. But I think all their singles are great. In fact, for me, the best way to listen to the Smiths is to actually listen to all the singles in a row. Like in the 60s, if you want to listen to the Kinks, who did make some great albums, but the best way to listen to the Kinks is actually listen to the A and B side compilation album, and every single song is amazing, and it tells the whole story of the 60s in one go. And the Smiths, because they weren't going long enough, but they did tell the story of the mid-80s with their singles. You know, each one's a little vignette, each one's a little comment on what's going on at that point of time, or a little feeling of what's going on at that point. I think Shakespeare's Sister, not their best single, but nowhere near the worst single.
One thing highlighted by Shakespeare's Sister was that no matter how much they continued to evolve their sound, the Smiths could always rely on the often overlooked musical support of Mike Joyce and Andy Rourke.
Whether it's by choice or just or accident, Mike Joyce was the perfect drummer for the Smiths. It's very, very simple drumming. But Andy Rourke is a really good bass player, very melodic, and it's a very important part of the sound, and Johnny Marr will say that all the time, you know, and a lot of the tunes you'll remember off the tracks may well come off the bass, you know.
I don't really go along with this argument that they were completely dispensable. You know, they seem to be an integral part of it to me.